Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am Richard. This is Random Street Theater, and I have recently watched the 2021 film, Decommissioned. It is a science fiction horror short. So you know I saw that and it was like, like cinema candy for me. And you just have to look at me. You know I like candy. Anyway, before I get into that, let me remind you folks all that for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets here from the company 4Ocean, and 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean for me. So, if you could be so good as to comment on this video, like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with your friends, you're doing something for a better world. The more you support me and the more I have, the more I share, and the better I make the world around me. Like anyone cares. Anyway, so what you have in Decommissioned is the International Space Station sends out a flight suit full of ham radios broadcasting stuff that school children have said. So this is by far the creepiest thing we've ever put into space. And they're not like doing it for any good reason. They're just shoving it off the station, you know? It's like the Russian breeding geckos in space. Well, that was not as creepy as this. The dogs and monkeys and rats and worms and bacteria we've all sent up into space, still not for some reason as creepy as a spacesuit the size of a grown person that is putting out signals of hundreds of children talking. Somehow that is ridiculously creepy. And of course some astronaut who is having some issues sees this thing years later after it should have burned up in the atmosphere. And for some reason, everybody knows what it is. Or at least the people he's talking to. I mean, look, I don't mean to be rude here, but, how many space missions are you aware of? If I showed you any number of the rovers we've sent to Mars, or the missions we've sent throughout the solar system, would you remember what those things are? I grant the guy's an astronaut, but this doesn't seem like it's something he would remember all that well. Maybe he would remember it, but ground control would be like, what are you talking about, dude? It's not that big of a monumental of a thing to be remembered several years later, but I digress. Beyond that, this movie is got awesome sets. Really like them. They use tight shots to make you feel like you're in space and on the International Space Station. And the acting is pretty good. For the 6 minutes that you're going to see this thing, it's on YouTube somewhere, and on Vimeo, I think that's how you say it, then yeah, hey, put it on your watch list. It's awesome and creepy and should be longer and have more blood. Yeah, my biggest problem with this is it's not longer. I mean, you've got such great stuff to work with there. You know? Maybe they'll make it into a full-length movie someday, like Lights Out. Anyway, just my opinion. Love to hear yours. Comments below. I'm Richard. Greetings, humanity. I'm Fred the Facehugger here, and I'm here to remind you that Richard, the owner of this YouTube channel, wants to help the world. That's your world, not my world. He's trying to get trash out of the ocean, and he can pay for that only if he gets monetized. So do yourself a favor, like and comment on this video, and get your friends to subscribe, or else terrible things will happen that I will not have any control over, but then my species will take over the earth. So, yeah. Up to you. Worthless. Apathetic. But, you know, easily face-hugged human. Fred out.